You. All right, folks, let's go ahead and just get into this. Boy, Tucker Carlson talking about Shifty Schiff.
2 weeks, Democrats have effectively had a monopoly on all public attention. Over that
3 weeks ago,
the combined daytime broadcasts of CNN, MSNBC, and yes, Fox News were, in effect, the Adam Schiff show. Schiff was the chairman of the House Intelligence Committee, of course, was the man tasked with running the House impeachment hearings. So if Schiff was ever going to make the case for impeaching the president, the last 2 weeks was the perfect time to do it. Of course, if you were watching carefully, there were some red flags. There was his unsettling appearance to begin with the bulging eyes of fanatic. You may also have noticed how Schiff spent the first 2 years of the Trump administration lumping together all of his own critics as Vladimir Putin co-conspirators. So Adam Schiff, if you've been paying attention, may never have been the guy to run this process credibly. But from the perspective of the press, he was perfect. CNN spent a lot of time telling us that Adam Schiff was not a fanatic at all. In fact, he was a silly, fun-loving guy who was brought to this country to do the good work of bringing down a dangerous president. Watch this.
Look, he's got a goofy sense of humor that people don't
goofy
see.
Goofy is not a word people would use about.
Well, he loves funny movies. Everybody knows that he can take you from the first word of The Big Lebowski to the final scene of The Big Lebowski.
I'm the dude. So that's what you call me, you know?
Are there any words from the dude that would have applied to your life?
I've been asked in the past, I'm not sure whether you can air this or not is my only question. What line from The Big Lebowski comes up most in political life? And I have to say, it's the line, no, you're not wrong, you're just an asshole.
And they call us state TV. Have you ever seen a more dishonest puff piece ever on any cable channel in history? Probably not. So that's CNN's take on Adam Schiff. He's a great guy. The problem is, for the last 2 weeks, America has got to watch Adam Schiff live. They've had more Adam Schiff in their lives than ever before. So they know what he's like. Schiff got to call whatever witnesses he wanted to call. He could block witnesses that the Republicans wanted, like Hunter Biden, and he did. Schiff got to ask witnesses any questions he wanted and had the most time to ask questions of anyone in the room. He was also able, critically, to have the first and last word every day, and he used that power to its fullest.
For just some of the righteous indignation we heard in the committee today when the president questioned that fundamental conclusion of our intelligence agencies, but of course they were silent.
What happened to his sense of humor? Right? No. Actually, Schiff at many occasions seemed emotionally unstable during his quote.
Here's funny. The Republicans were silent. They were silent because you didn't allow lawyers. This wasn't really an actual court hearing. You didn't allow lawyers. You didn't allow them to bring in their own witnesses. You didn't allow the Republicans to ask their own questions. But they were silent. They were silent because you made them silent. Wow, you guys are just the biggest fixers. I mean, the TV show Leverage. I mean, you guys are obvious. I'm trying to formulate this into words. You know, you guys are corrupt in the most obvious way. Like that like that dude at the GameStop. It's ma'am. You know, it's like, dude, you're obviously a dude. You know, you're obviously a dude. I don't know who you're fooling. You're obviously a dude. Well, it's the same with you guys. You're obviously corrupt. But you guys, I play D&D. And it's like, you guys are like that person. The tree is like, you know, this. And you're like, do they see me? The tree's like, as I said, like this. And they're like, do they see me? Yeah, they don't see me, right? They can't see me. I'm invisible. Yeah, I'm invisible. That's you guys. What is it? Oh my God, I can't think of it. Cisco. Was it Cisco that played that character? You know, with oh my God, where they were superheroes. The one who you called himself like the Invisible Boy or some crap, but he was never invisible. He was just naked. You know, that's you guys. The Democrats, you guys are like obviously corrupt, obviously lying, And you're like, they don't see us, right? They don't notice the truth, right? You know, you guys are fucking retarded. And the people who vote for you, the people who are believing this bullshit are just as retarded. And yes, I use that word, freedom of speech. Fuck you all. I'm telling you right now, y'all are going to cause a civil war in a heartbeat. Y'all are definitely causing a civil war to come up. There's freedom of speech. I'm going to call you retarded because you're acting retarded. You're acting like you don't have any fucking brains in there whatsoever. So I'm going to call it out as I see it. And I'm sorry, there's freedom of speech. And until you fuckers somehow start enslaving us, which will not happen because there will be a civil war. It's fucking coming. And from my military friends, my still active duty military friends, they're already like, Mark, Virginia is close to popping off, dude. It's coming. It's coming. These fucking Democrats better back the fuck off or it's going to be all out war. This is from my active duty friends pointing this out. And this is from my active duty friends who refuse to follow an unlawful order. So if y'all fucking Democrats, you Democrat government governors and everything else, think you're going to call the National Guard and whatever, it will be straight up war. And the military will stand down. And then you also have Donald Trump, who's going to declare martial fucking law on you dumbasses. And then those of us citizens, especially us fucking vets, are going to fucking march on Washington. And we're going to go in there and beat the doors down to fucking the House. And we're going to drag you fucking Democrats out by the scruff of your neck and start whipping your asses because you're fucking traitors to this country. Stop giving a fuck about goddamn foreigners and care about us. Care about your citizens, us. Stop fucking giving a fuck about fucking I'm pissed. I really need to run for president. I really do. After 2020, because Trump definitely should be winning. But after 2020, I need to run for fucking president. And y'all don't like Donald Trump. You sure as hell ain't gonna like me because y'all better be ready to. I did not really curse until I joined the Army. Until I was I grew up Navy and I didn't really curse. My friends were like, Mark, you're a Navy brat. How come you don't curse? I was like, I just really don't. Do your parents curse? Yeah, my parents curse. I just don't. I never saw reason to it because I always thought you could always use your words intelligently. That's the way I would. But I look at shit now and it's like, nah, clean political words just don't work when it deals with you dumbass Democrats. It is time to whip y'all's asses, your traitorous asses. It's not about impeaching you fuckers. It's literally about getting the gallows built and start using the motherfuckers on you. Y'all are traitors to this country, which is a death penalty. And y'all should definitely be put to death.
Closing remarks yesterday, for example, he seemed like he was about to cry. It was all so sad and dramatic, he told us.
And I would just say to people watching here at home and around the world, in the words of my great colleague, we are better than that. Adjourned.
Oh my God, so fake.
Oh, spare us. So that was the Adam Schiff show. According to the press, the same people who told you what a big, funny goofball Adam Schiff is, the hearings were devastating for the president. They told us this in unison, a bombshell.
We've been using bombshell to describe the testimony because there was a fair amount of collateral damage.
Bombshell.
This has been going on for the last few years, especially since Donald Trump was elected. This is what gets me about how Democrats think how dumb we are. The internet exists. The internet exists to show us how scripted you fuckers are. You are a bunch of Don Lemon, all of you are a bunch of brainwashed robots because you're programmed. You're all literally reading from the same fucking script. And you expect us to be like conned by it. Again, the internet exists to put together montages exactly like this to show how fake You fuckers are. Let's back it up just to get into it. But y'all are reading from the same fucking script, and you expect us to be dumb enough to believe your dumbasses.
Listen, a bombshell.
We've been using bombshell to describe the testimony because there was a fair amount of collateral damage.
Bombshell testimony.
Three-ring circus today. The bombshell delivered this morning.
Breaking news tonight, the bombshell in the impeachment hearing. Tonight, bombshell testimony.
Now, a few hours later, from the bombshell being detonated.
And we had one bombshell after another.
In addition to that, and the bombshells we've heard about, this was an IED from Mr. Sondland.
It was a bombshell, but it was also a three-ring circus. What would happen if you had two cliches speeding toward each other, each at 50 miles an hour? What would be the combined speed? Unbelievable. Here's the actual answer, and the press hasn't learned this yet. If you're all unthinkingly repeating the exact...
Here's the thing. Let me back that up because I love what he says here. Here's the thing. That bombshell evidence, I saw that report that day. The guy didn't give a bombshell fucking report. He was reading his opening statement because later on, when they started questioning him about that bombshell evidence, everything that he said in his opening statement, he was like, I didn't witness it. I didn't see it. And you can see the look. I've got it in one of my other videos. It'll come up in one of my other videos. I really should put these in order, in order of how they're going to be. But as I said, I just go off the cuff. And of course, if I had done it when it came up, anyway. But you can see the look on the person who's questioning the guy who gave that bombshell evidence. It was like, well, you told us that it was, that you had facts, you had the truth, you had facts of collusion and everything. That's what you said. And the guy was like completely dodging it, like, well, I wasn't there. We really thought we had, and it was. I love that bombshell evidence because I had friends who posted that shit. Oh my God, this evidence they had against Donald Trump. And I was like, oh, so you obviously only saw the articles of this bombshell evidence. You didn't actually watch the hearing. Because if you had watched the hearing, the guy literally says, I don't have any firsthand knowledge. I wasn't there. I didn't hear anything. So I was like, you didn't watch that? And I'm like literally sending them the link going, here's the video right here, and all of a sudden I don't get a response. It's like, oh, now you're fucking quiet now, right? You weren't quiet just a second ago about this bombshell evidence, but now all of a sudden you're shut up. Now, see, it's like y'all just literally hear the first thing you hear. That's like somebody, this is like going back to fucking high school. I used to carry around a mini cassette recorder from fucking Radio Shack because I got sick and tired of he said, she said. Well, it was like somebody confronted me. Yo, I heard you talk shit about me. Dude, I don't even know you. I don't like you. I don't give you a second thought. What? Who? Like who? Well, so-and-so said, I don't even talk to that person. So how did somebody that I don't even fucking talk to hear something that I supposedly said and then come and tell you? Well, I don't know. So I started carrying around. I went and bought a mini cassette recorder and started carrying that bitch. And I would wear a trench coat, and because it was back in the skater days and stuff. I had long hair and shit. And I would carry the mini cassette recorder in my coat. I still have that damn thing, as a matter of fact. It still works perfectly. And I would record the next time, like an incident like that. I still do that now. If the moment I start to get into an argument, or if I'm debating something, even on over a phone call with like some creditor or some bullshit or whatever, I immediately grab one of my other tablets or whatever and put it on speaker and start recording the conversation. I still do that shit. If there's an argument or a debate, I'll immediately go into my phone like I'm doing something else, like I'm texting or something, go into the record program and hit record. Just so I don't have that he said, she said bullshit. So then the next time when that shit would come up back in high school, I'd be like, hold on a second. Hit play. And the actual conversation plays. And I'm like, so what? Like the motherfucker lied to you. There was no he heard me say whatever. This was the actual conversation right here. These Democrats, again, they are on camera all the time. They love the camera. They love the camera. Every time I turn around, fucking Elizabeth Warren and Maxine Waters and all of them are on TV all the fucking time, talking their bullshit. Joe Biden, when he bragged about extorting somebody for his fucking son, they love the camera. And then they're like a goldfish. Like 5 seconds later, they forget that they were on camera, because when the shit literally comes up against them, I don't remember what you're talking about. Oh, really? Here's the transcript right here. Here's the video right here. I swear to God, it's like they forget there were cameras there. These people are, you know what? Democrats are living, they're fucking human goldfish, because their memory is just, their memory. And now I've got friends who are like, Mark, they do have a memory. Yeah, well, you ring a bell and they know it's food or whatever. Donald Trump is their bell, because that seems to be the only thing they remember is, we hate Donald Trump. That I remember. We hate Donald Trump. That's the bell to Democrats, you know? But everything else, they're 5 seconds later, the whole 5-second memory for a goldfish, that's the Democrats right there.
50 miles an hour, what would be the combined speed? Unbelievable. Here's the actual answer, and the press hasn't warned this yet. If you're all unthinkingly repeating the exact same talking point from the Democratic National Committee, if you're endlessly telling us the president has been exposed and his presidency is finished.
Script. They're reading from a script. I hate when I have to call Spectrum Internet. I am a licensed fucking tech. I worked for the government doing fucking computers and tech work and setting up RAID systems and servers and running, networks and everything. So when I get on the phone, and of course it's these normal people, these everyday people, most likely in fucking India and shit, reading from a damn script. I'm like, let me explain something to you before we start. I am a licensed fucking tech. So drop all the fucking script bullshit and just talk to me. I've already reset. I've already unplugged it for 10 minutes to, make sure it clears the cache and the memory and all that other. I've already done all that. What else you got? Or I've already done everything that needs to be done. I have my voltmeter. I have all of that shit. I've already checked the lines. There's nothing frayed. I've already done all of that. What else you got? Just send a fucking tech out. Oh, okay. And I'm like, it's like I've been dealing, and like, as a matter of fact, I just had a tech here the other day. And I told the person I was speaking on the phone with, why is it not in my file? I've been dealing with your crappy ass networks and shit for the past 4 fucking years that y'all literally have to send a tech out here every 3 to 4 months, like clockwork. Why is it not in my file that just get into what he wants because he already doesn't want to hear the script? Seriously, y'all, I used to work for AT&T also on the call center side. So I know there are notes in there dealing with customers. I know there's a part where you could put in notes for the customer. I already know that. So I'm like, all you guys got to do is just go into the notes and go, Mr. Brown, don't play. He's already right there. He's already, he already knows what's going on. He already knows the deal. Just skip the script and just find out what he wants. But these dudes, these fucking Democrats are just, they're reading from a fucking script. And as I said, do they not remember that the internet exists? That montages of them literally all saying the same shit from the fucking script, that somebody on our side isn't going to put that shit together, calling them out. I've brought that up to friends who are Democrats, and they're all like, you guys are just gunning for us. Oh, like you're not you're not gunning for Donald Trump, that you have no evidence whatsoever. But here we actually throw you evidence, like egg in the face, like fucking just dozens of eggs in the face of evidence against you. And y'all just do the whole wiping the egg off your face, but la, 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 we don't hear it. We don't hand me a paper towel. No, we don't hear anything. You people are dumber than dirt. Dumber than dirt, but you call us the dumb ones because we voted for Donald Trump. Yet we see the dumb shit like this. These are your political leaders. These are your media leaders, Don Lemon and all those dumbasses. And these are the people speaking on your behalf. And you're believing the shit they're telling you. So yeah, you're just as dumb. You're just as fucking brainwashed.
Then you're not really a news outlet anymore. And they're not. You're propaganda. The public is good.
It's exactly propaganda because they're reading from a script. It's not news. If you're all saying the same exact, some of them worded it a little different, but it's still the same script. It's still plagiarism. You know, okay, you changed a few words, Tommy, but you still copied Johnny's paper. That's what these Democrats are doing. These fucking media, outlets all copying from the same script, except for Fox News, because Fox News is calling you out on the bullshit.
And propaganda and good at ignoring it. It turns out that after 2 weeks of relentless Adam Schiff, voters are not more likely to support impeachment. In fact, they're less likely.
This was 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago. And each week to catch up to the present, more and more people are against impeachment. And Donald Trump is his Trump train is like going faster and faster, stronger and stronger. We're voting for him even more so because we're watching all of the lies that you guys are throwing out there. And we're just like, who are they conning with this shit? That they just think we're just not like, we're not going to vote for him. Not only are we even more strongly going to vote for Donald Trump in 2020, you're also losing your own people. Democrats are walking away by the droves because of this shit. It's like, man, we're on a sinking ship. And what's really funny about it is these guys don't even know it's sinking.
An Emerson poll released Thursday found that compared to October, support for impeachment has dropped from 48% to just 43%. That's a drop of 5 points during the impeachment hearings. That drop is most pronounced among independents. Last month, 48% of independents supported impeachment. Now just 34% do. That's a disaster from the perspective of the Democratic Party. At the same time, Trump's approval rating has actually risen. Again, right in the middle of impeachment hearings. Emerson found that 48% of the country approved of the president. That was up 5 points from just a month ago. Trump was up several points in a recent Real Clear Politics approval average as well. In other words, impeachment was a bust politically. If there was ever going to be a decisive shift in public opinion toward removing the president the year before an election, it would be happening right now. But it's not. Again, the spectacle we've watched for the last 2 weeks has made people more sympathetic to the president, not less. Imagine if you were running this, how disappointed you would be. In fact, House Democrats haven't even won over the 2 members of their own caucus who voted against holding hearings 3 weeks ago. So maybe in the end, the House will impeach the president anyway. But would that be a good idea?
Which they did, because remember, this video is 3 weeks ago. So they did vote to submit articles of impeachment. But just like I had to keep educating dumbasses these last 2 days, just submitting articles of impeachment doesn't mean he's actually impeached. There's a whole fucking process. It's got to go to the Senate. It's got to go to court. It's got to go through witnesses and testimonies and all of that shit. Real court. They know they don't have the evidence for it. All this is a ploy on the Democrat side to try and fuck with the election. And the problem is it's failing. It's making people vote for Donald Trump more. Damn, you Democrats are, oh my God. Seriously, there's not somebody among you going, shut up, just drop it. No, we're going to file these articles. Don't do it. It's going to make them vote for him more. You're telling me that not one of you is going We're losing. We're fucking losing. What are we doing? We're helping his campaign. Just drop it. Just drop it. Literally, before they filed, somebody should have grabbed Nancy Pelosi and just started smacking the fuck out of her, bitch smacking her, going, just don't do it. Just, you know what? We don't have enough evidence. We were wrong. I mean, fall on your own sword. At least maybe that would somewhat save face. You know what? We were wrong. We don't have enough evidence. We're sorry that we wasted taxpayers' money and time with all of this, but we're sorry, we're wrong. If they had just done that, that might have helped them. But the fact that they filed it, do you not even realize leading up to them filing it, the Republicans were still going, hey, we hope you do file it. That right there should have been a signal to you fucking Democrats, is the fact that all of us were going, do it. I dare you. I triple dog dare you. You throw a ball like, you throw a ball like a girl. We're literally calling you out, saying, we're pleading with you. Yeah, file those articles. Do it. When you literally have your opposition telling you to do something, that right there should be enough of a signal to go, well, wait a minute. Why are they wanting us to do it? Oh my God, this is how stupid you all are. This is literally, if I want to see the word stupid in the dictionary, picture of Nancy Pelosi, Adam Schiff, Nadler, all of y'all should be right there. Because again, when your opposition, your enemy is literally saying to you, yeah, go ahead, fucking do it. And I'm not talking about like Clint Eastwood, like, yeah, do it. No, I'm talking like where they're like Eddie Murphy, like, go ahead, fucking do it. When they're like literally laughing at you as they're saying, go ahead and do it, that should have been enough of a signal to go, maybe we shouldn't do this. I had people, they're going to impeach him. And all me and my friends are like, okay, go ahead. That right there should have been enough to say, look, Nancy, we need to just fucking stop because they're enjoying this. Oh my God. That's like choking somebody and they're like harder, Dude, you seriously think you have us by the balls and we're like, you gonna roll them around or something? You just hold them. Oh my God, you Democrats are fucking retarded. What's up, Polar Bear? Yeah, I know. Seriously, these people are just fucking retarded and they don't even know they're retarded. We're trying to help them, and they don't get it. We're literally in their face going, help me, help you. We're trying to help you because again, they're not understanding. If this shit hits the fan, they're not going to win. If this shit hits the fan, it's going to be a civil war and they're not going to win. What was it last year or earlier this year, whatever, that these fucking Antifa and everything were challenging us. We're going to start a civil war. And we literally we're all posting. Okay. Just give it, we don't even care if you tell us the date, time, whatever. Just start this bitch off. Go ahead. Pop that shit off. Fucking hit that starting pistol. And we gonna fuck y'all up. And then the date came around and not a word. Because again, they thought we were gonna back down and shit. It's like, are you fucking kidding me? Do you not know who most Republicans are? We are hardcore Americans. We are ready for a fight. That's why we joined the military. That's why some of us were in gangs. That's the reason why we literally are daring you fucking Democrats to start the Civil War, because we're ready for that shit. We're trained and we're ready for it. We have the heart and the soul for this country. So we're telling you, start this shit off, motherfuckers, and see what the fuck happens. Go ahead. Make our day.
Politically, If the public isn't sold on impeachment now, at the end of the second week, how are they going to react to Democrats dragging out this charade for yet another month or another year?
Which they did, and it helped Donald Trump even more.
Instead of uniting the party ahead of the 2020 election, impeachment could end up sabotaging the party's chances of winning. So how did we get here? Why didn't the public fall for this?
Now, I don't have to get into why the public didn't fall for this. As I said, this was from 3 weeks ago. But let me rewind it, what he says, because I'll get into the next video.
Uniting the party ahead of the 2020 election, impeachment could end up sabotaging the party's chances of winning.
And it did. And it did. Now, let's go ahead and get into the next video as of what he just said.
So how did we get
of what he just said? As I said, I added a whole bunch of stuff to my damn folder, which I really didn't mean to do. It just, but here we go. Get into the next one that'll go with this one really quick about what Tucker Carlson said. They should have united and helped each other out. But if they keep pushing this dumb shit for the next month, because remember that video was 3 weeks ago. If they push this for the next month, it's going to eliminate their chances of winning. Here we go. This is now. Oh, here we go. The stupid commercials. Hold on. There we go.
And I say, you think Hillary could do this? I don't think so. They bring her back home. She wants to go to sleep. And now I hear she wants to run again. Wouldn't that be great?
Now, see, this is literally us Republicans going, oh, y'all want to try this? Okay, do it. This was what? Wednesday. This was 2 days ago. Donald Trump finding out that Hillary wants to run. As a matter of fact, it was hinted last week because I posted it. It was hinted last week that she was going to run. And all of us were like, that actually helps us. Do they not know this? Considering, hello, she's tied to Epstein and all the, does she not realize all of that shit's going to come out? Please, Hillary, please, I'm begging you. Look, right here. Look at me. Look at my eyes right here. I'm begging you. Run. Fucking run. Do it. Because it's all going to come out. Biden, please continue to run because that Hunter shit's all going to come up. Y'all literally have, oh my God, y'all are fucking stupid. Y'all are so stupid. Do it, Hillary. Run. Do it.
I do believe the president heard that she wants to run again from this show, from none other than Mr. Steve Bannon here on set with me, who talked about Hillary Clinton getting back in potentially again, and also you called Bloomberg as well. So Bloomberg's in. Is Hillary going to join?
I think it's inevitable. They had a poll out today that showed Biden at like 28, Bernie 21, Elizabeth Warren in the high teens. It looks like something that's going to get to a, particularly with Super Tuesday, when Biden drops the nuclear weapon of his money on these folks in these big states, it's going to lead to a brokered convention. Hillary Clinton, I think, is going to come in when it's evident that none of the radical left of the Democratic Party can beat President Trump.
Remember what Tucker Carlson said 3 weeks ago? None of them can beat President Trump. None of them. You know why? Because of this dumb. Here's the thing. Y'all are using this impeachment thing like y'all were trying to distract us. None of us were distracted. None of us were distracted by this shit. I'm sorry, but we're not children. Us conservatives are not children. We're not like, oh, got the quarter behind your ear. We're not falling for that shit. You know, we're not falling for the banana on the tailpipe. We're not falling for that dumb shit. Oh my God, y'all are so stupid. The only ones falling for the shit y'all are throwing out there is your own brainwashed fucking people. But none of us are falling for it. We weren't distracted by the impeachment thing. None of us were. We were laughing at it the whole time.
convention.
A broker convention. I think Hillary Clinton comes in at the moment that she feels that she can step in to save the Democratic Party and try to convince people that a rematch with President Trump is the best way that they have to try to defeat President Trump. They won't beat him. Right now, there's nobody, including Hillary Clinton, out there that can beat Donald Trump. But
did you hear that? Let's rewind that. Let's rewind that.
That a rematch with President Trump is the best way that they have to try to defeat President Trump. They won't beat him. Right now, there's nobody, including Hillary Clinton, out there that can beat Donald Trump.
And y'all know this. And you know this, man. Y'all fucking know it. Y'all know you can't beat Donald Trump. You know it. But, oh my God, Hillary's going to run again. Here's the problem. You're still going to have to, in order for Hillary to run, and this happened with the last election, Hillary would have won if fucking Joe Biden and everybody had dropped out sooner. This is literally from their own people. This is coming from their own people. This is coming from my friends who are fucking dumbass Democrats. If these others had dropped out sooner, Hillary would have, and they had sided with Hillary, then Hillary would have beat Donald Trump if these other idiots had dropped out sooner. So, is that what's going to happen? Is that going to happen? When Hillary jumps in the race, is everybody else going to drop out? Is Biden going to drop? Elizabeth Warren better drop. She better fucking drop. So, I mean, seriously, are all these minor players, are they all going to drop once Hillary comes in? I'll tell you right now, once she makes her official statement, which I think is tonight, I think it's tonight or next week, something. I keep seeing this report that she's talking about of when she's going to, I think it's in this video about their speculation of when she's going to announce. So that's the thing that y'all need to be watching, fans. That's the thing. Oh, like and share, by the way. So, try and grow this damn channel. And I don't give a crap about being monetized. Y'all know who have been from day one. Y'all already know that. I don't give a fuck about being monetized. I'm a disabled vet that collects my disability. So I don't care about making money off the fucking channel. I just want to get the word out. From a true, mixed American, those of us who actually outnumber pretty much everybody else as far as I know. And I'm talking about I'm talking mixed, period. Mixed as in black and white, black and whatever, Indian, whatever. Those of us who are mixed, we outnumber all of you. So coming from a mixed American, multiracial American, we're going to watch this circus. We're going to continue to watch the circus. So I'm curious, all y'all need to be paying attention when Hillary comes out of, like a cockroach coming out of the woodwork and shit, and throws her hat in the ring again. I wonder who all's going to drop. How many are just going to pull out? You're just going to be curious. I'm going to be really watching that shit. Because I'm wondering, I already know some of them are going to drop. Elizabeth Warren's probably going to be one of the first ones to drop out. But I'm wondering if Bernie Sanders and Joe Biden and all them are going to hang on like they did last election. Yeah, anyway, let's just watch.
But they're going to get desperate here because look at tonight. Nobody cares about this debate. This debate's in Los Angeles.
So we're watching you.
Well, I'm talking about on MSNBC and CNN and their networks. They're not running around saying this thing is great. They understand these people not just are boring. It's not just about their star quality. It's what they're talking about is so off the mainstream. It's not connecting with people, and they're going to start getting desperate. Remember, their number one thing: Donald Trump is an existential threat to the Democratic Party, to the established order, and to the mainstream media. And they will do anything to take him down and destroy him. Particularly, you saw last night when he's talking about to the people, hey, they're trying to come after you. They're trying to come after me to get to you. We are in this together. And you saw people respond to that. That response of that audience last night for 2 hours, that stood out for hours in 15 or 17 degree cold is quite remarkable.
What I find remarkable, and we can say this.
Here in El Paso, when he came here to rally here, and there were thousands of us that the news, KFox here in El Paso, which is a Democrat, it's not Fox News. It's just, and I've got friends that work at KFox, and I'm just, real disappointed in all you. basically putting out the lies. I was at the rally. I was there. And then made it home. Or not home, to my friend's house with her mom and everything, who's a Trump fan also. Mexican Trump fan. Love that. Latinos for Trump. Latinas, sorry. And they're literally sitting there going, oh yeah, a few thousand showed up. It was like, there was a lot of us out there. The event itself held thousands. And then there were thousands of us that were still there in the freezing cold. It was cold as shit that night because it's a desert. Starts off nice and warm and great temperatures and then gets fucking cold as shit and everything at night. You know, we were freezing out there and we still were out there. Thousands of us. It was not the way the news lied and said it was. There were thousands of us out there when he was here. Thousands inside, thousands outside. But, you know, these fucking, you know, mass media, all they do is fucking lie. That's all they do. Except for, you know, Fox News. Because see, what Fox News did is start posting videos of people like us who were there. They weren't paying attention to the news cameras. No, they were paying attention to the actual videos of us. And we're like, the news lied. CNN and everybody lied. Look at these videos. There are thousands of people there. But CNN, of course, you know, didn't want to show any of our videos because, you know, they're a bunch of fucking fake news and liars.
This is a couple of Irishmen or Irishman and Irishwoman. You know, you think about traditional Democrats, right? And I think about my family and how my dad's family was, you know, historically big Irish Catholic family. And you were a Democrat like you were Catholic, like it was part of your religion, right? And, you know, you know, and if you were lucky enough, you got a job in the union. And so there was a feeling that you always voted blue, and that has changed.
That last night you saw that he's connected with working class. Listen, it's the reason when Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania, Ohio, Iowa, states they never thought we'd win again, and altogether because he went and he got, you know, Democrats, blue collar Democrats to vote for it, and they believe in it, and they're seeing. Here's the thing: they're seeing the manifestation of his actions are making their lives better. You know, the Zogby poll today said that 53% of Democrats think that their party is spending too much time on impeachment instead of getting things done legislatively.
Which I pointed that out. I pointed that out in one of my videos, didn't I? Where I said, how is it? I'm not really sure if I said it specifically this way, but I'm saying it here. How is it that these Democrats, yeah, I did point it out in one of my videos. What other job do you know? But I'm going to say it again. What other job do you know that you can get hired and on day one, literally tell your boss, I want all my benefits, I want my paycheck, I want all of that stuff, but for the next 3 years, I'm not coming to work because I'm going to work on this other thing. That's exactly what Democrats have done to the people that voted for them. That's exactly what they have. Elizabeth Warren, AOC, Maxine Waters, for these last 3 years, have they actually done their job that they were voted in to do? No. They're out giving interviews and press conferences and this whole impeachment thing, but they're not actually doing their fucking job. And I'm wondering why these people in their communities, teachers, police, fire department, why none of them have stormed their offices going, where the fuck is Maxine Waters? Where the fuck is AOC? Where the fuck are they? Why are they not here giving us raises, help giving us, better health care, doing the job we fucking voted them in for? Why are they not? So for these last 3 years, these fuckers are collecting a paycheck for not doing their job. But that's what he literally just said. Let's rewind it.
Better. The Zogby poll today said that 53% of Democrats think that their party is spending too much time on impeachment instead of getting things done legislatively.
They're not doing their job. The job they were fucking hired to do, that they were voted into office to do. These fucking Democrats are not doing their job. They're doing this fake ass impeachment shit that they don't even have, and climate change bullshit that they don't even, it's all fake. It's all fake. And Mark, you don't believe in climate change? Yeah, I believe in climate change. The climate has changed throughout the history of the entire fucking planet. Of course I believe in climate change. Obviously. I live in El Paso, which was really a desert, and now it's like green. I'm talking to old folks who have been here their whole lives, and they're like, I've never seen the mountain green, like after a rain, yes, but like green, like the last couple of years, fucking green. This, so climate change exists. I believe in climate change. The climate changes. Just like, oh my God, there wasn't a sinkhole here before, but now there is. The entire earth fucking changes. Nothing on this planet is the same as it was yesterday. Or are you a flat earther and you don't believe in fucking plate tectonics and shit? The earth changes. All of it changes. The earth spins, the earth wobbles, the earth travels around the sun, and we're on the arm of a galaxy which is also spinning, and then the entire galaxy is moving. So we are moving at all times. Period. Period. We're moving at all times. So nothing will ever be the same from 1 millisecond to the next. So yes, I believe in climate change because the entire earth is changing. The entire universe is changing constantly. It's all changing. So, you don't believe no, I do believe that, trash and all that stuff is humanity's fault, but it comes right back again. You want to try and work on this shit as far as that? Then go deal with the countries that are causing the majority of all the trash and pollution, China, India, Mexico, South America. Go deal with those countries. How about that? But back to the subject at hand. Love that phrase.
So, and
I got that right. And it's not just, we talk about Irish Americans. I mean, I look at the African American population right now, and you look at some of the poll numbers.
It's funny because I'm Black Irish. They just talked about Irish. Now they're talking about African Americans, and here I am Black Irish. I find it funny.
There, and he's doing extremely well in a way that you wouldn't really think he would with that particular population, given the media.
That's what the immigration.
Actually, she's stupid in saying that. Donald Trump was praised for decades by the Black community. Praised. But, of course, with the Democrats pushing that he was a racist and everything else, all those Black people, Snoop even, and all those other idiots, all of a sudden, oh yeah, he's a racist. He wasn't a racist when you were fucking hanging with him. He wasn't a racist when you were praising him. Now all of a sudden, out of the blue, with no evidence whatsoever, he's just automatically a racist. Whatever.
Policy. Remember, everything was to make sure there wasn't more labor pressure on African Americans and Hispanics. That's why you're seeing the approval rate. I think it's 34% of African Americans approved now by Pew, and 36% of Hispanics, because you're seeing wages starting to rise. People, the unemployment's at historic lows. Wages starting to rise. That's why I think it's so important. Since they smeared him in this process, he didn't get to call any witnesses in this trial. And I think this trial will be it's going to be the trial of the century, and the mainstream media is going to be all over it. That's why I think it's so important, not just for his legacy, but for his presidency and his second term. He's got to engage in this. He's got to take them on. He's got to have the whistleblower. We have to have the Bidens in front of the nation and the world. They're going to have to stand and deliver under oath, and we're going to get to the bottom of this. And I think,
which is the reason why I seriously, you notice how Nancy, the way she worded everything the other day. I'm holding these articles because I don't think we're going to get a fair shot in the Senate. She's doing it on purpose. They're doing it on purpose. They know it's not going to go forward. They know it can't go forward. They know that they cannot send this to trial. They know they can't, because what's going to happen if they do? It's going to look really bad for them if they send this to trial. Really bad. So they're not going to do that. All this is a ploy to just try and mess with the vote of the coming election. That's all they're doing. And again, it's not working for anybody. It's not working. Nobody's falling for their bullshit at all.
That's going to lead to an exoneration, not just an acquittal, but an exoneration of President Trump.
The trial of the century.
Definitely the trial of the century.
Wow. You know, a lot of people are worried. Well, you got John Bolton. What is he going to do? What is John Bolton going to say? You know, what is this one going to say? What is that one going to say? What do you say to those concerns?
The president, the call was perfect. He looked at everything that led up to it. This is why the American people hired him. And you just saw the bureaucrats that were testified. This is because that is the managed decline of the United States. This is about the Washington consensus. The Washington Post published the Afghanistan papers last week. $2 trillion, 2,400 dead, tens of thousands wounded. What's that? That's the interagency consensus in 18 years that betrayed our country. That's what betrayed our country. With Brennan, that's what betrayed our country, not Donald Trump. Donald Trump has stood up. The reason those people cheer for him, it's their sons and daughters that have died in Afghanistan. It's their lives, their kids' lives have been thrown away, and their tax dollars. And they understand that Donald Trump is fighting that. That's why we need a trial, a real trial in the Senate with witnesses, so before the world, Donald Trump can get his day in court.
And you call them all. Hey,
but again, they're not going to send this to trial. They're not, because they know damn well all of their skeletons are going to come out if it goes to trial. Their skeletons, the Democrat skeletons, Hillary's, Joe Biden, all of their skeletons are going to come out. Jesus Christ, during the fucking debate right now, they're turning on each other right now. During the Democratic debate, they're eating each other. And y'all think y'all can beat Trump? There's not going to be a hearing because they know damn well all their skeleton, the Epstein shit's going to come out, which Epstein didn't kill himself. All of that is going to come out. And there's not a damn thing that these fuckers can do. I'll tell you right now, the only thing that they can do, the only thing that they can try and do is try to assassinate Donald Trump. That is the only recourse that they have. That's it. But let me explain something to you, you Democrats, really fucking quick. If that shit happens, I pretty much have a real high number in the fact that that civil war will come your way. If that happens. Because, oh, so you couldn't beat him, so you're going to pull this bullshit. But as I said, hey, let me run. Donald Trump's going to win in 2020. And for the next election, 2024, hey, let me run. I'm your average American. You know, what is it that somebody just recently said? Elizabeth Warren during one of the debates. We don't want any more rich people running for president. Bitch, aren't you a multimillionaire? I'm like, did she just literally call herself out? We don't want any more rich people running for president, yet the bitch is a multimillionaire. Last time I checked, that fucking makes you rich. I truly do not understand how people who are Democrat vote Democrat when they literally are saying the dumbest shit ever. They are literally saying the dumbest shit ever. And you guys vote for this stuff. I don't get it. But anyway, let me end this one, and because y'all ain't beating Donald Trump. You're just gonna have to you're just gonna have to try something else. You're just gonna have to like sit on your ass and suck it up for the next the next term when Donald Trump wins. And then hopefully in 2024, maybe I'll have a bigger following and an average American, just an average person, an average Mark, not an average Joe, but an average Mark can run for president and everything. And literally, y'all, as I said, those of us who have loved Donald Trump because he says exactly what we say. I'm even more so down when it comes to being just a regular person. I'm sorry, but I'm going to curse because I'm a regular fucking person. I'm a regular person. I'm not a politician. I'm not some prim and proper. I can be because that was the way I was raised. I took, ethics, and I took, so I know all of that shit. You know, I even had courses in, oh my God. I even had courses in how to walk and how to dress. I forgot what the hell that's called right now off the bat. But, you know, how to walk, how to dress, how to speak, how to be a socialite. I had those courses. My mom was around. I mean, I grew up around a lot of rich and famous and semi-famous people. So I had to know how to speak properly and behave a proper way. So I could fake it. I could fake it with the best of them. But I don't really care to. I don't give a fuck. So let me run. As I said, I'm going to post a video specifically talking about why I think I should run and why I think people should vote for me, no matter what the race. As true Americans, that is. You love America, then you should definitely vote for me. Anyway, let me get on to the next video. I got to go through the list and see which, one I want to do next. All right, y'all. Peace.